Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away. And we may have a face mask here right at the start. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after. Pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, crouch, field, check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Oh, no chance. Here we go. Ready? 49. 46 down, man, 5-4.
Wentz now to throw. Now he's flushed out right. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson now. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Mike is 59. Just like that.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Slam, slam, slam.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. Now 4th down.
A 38-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, here we go, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Two jet.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Sunday.
49 is the money. 49 is the money. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 49, guys.
Throwing now is Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. These two teams all tied after one. On 2nd and 9, Jackson has got it to Ingram, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, Ingram. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
41-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. No. Come on, D. Ball trot. Mine's 59.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Jackson on first down. This one complete to Ingram. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 49 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage, and we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
I got 15. I got 15. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
Here we go. 120!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Elliott good with a PAT. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Watch out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson is going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Let's go, baby.
Let's check in with our referee.
Ready? 15 on the base. Mike is 59. Mike is 3. You. Ready, go.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the Eagles' 38-yard line.
There you are. That's it.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Mark
They
Ingram.
don't want
Incomplete.
They don't
It's
want
now 3rd down.
Keep playing the hard.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Let's get it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down. But now
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
it definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Switch.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Showing it.
Here's Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Now Jackson on first down. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Ingram. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mike 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 and the 19. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Jackson. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The Ravens on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Waiting.
3 down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. To throw is Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson, and a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage, looking off and throw it over your head.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Here we go. 120.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 24. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Eagles, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.